was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting
What is up, guys? It's been a minute. A lot of things have changed since the last time I made a video about the truck. We did a lot of work in between now and then, and also, as you can see, I'm redoing the truck. So we're just basically changing the color. Everything else was there. Well, we changed the tires on it as well. We got some Meteor tires and those stretch tires we were running there for a minute. Just kind of switched up the look. But let me show y'all around the truck real quick what we're doing. So basically, this is the color we had there before. It looked better right now. It has a bunch of little overspray on it. But when I first did the truck, there was a lot of little mistakes that I made while doing it. I'm not a professional. So basically, I had 2K primered it before when I painted it this color. I primered the whole truck, and I had little indentions. Basically, they call them pinholes in the body filler. So what I did is I went around with a piece of sandpaper and just lightly sanded that area where those little pinholes were at through the truck. Well, me not knowing and not being that experienced with it, I didn't realize that it was going to be making little indentions in the bodywork. I don't do this for a living. You know, I don't practice it a lot enough to know that's what I was doing. But definitely once I sprayed the clear, once you got on the side of it, you definitely saw a little bit of a dent. Basically, it looked like hail damage. It was like 3 on each side, just kind of scattered randomly through the truck. But this time around, we got this panel pretty much flat all the way around. Last time I was also using a very soft block. This time I used a really stiff block, so everything was hand blocked. There's no DA used on it, so it's gonna be pretty smooth throughout the whole thing. You kind of see it a little bit there, but all this is done. All the body work's completely done. All we have to do is tape some things down and we should be there. So we're just gonna clean it up really good, call it a day. This is the last time I'm painting this truck. Last time I want to deal with body work, dude. It's not, the first time I did it was pretty tough. Once you understand, you know, how it works and how to smooth things out, then it gets a little better. But the very first go around was pretty tough, but this one was a breeze. It's just very time consuming. But yeah, last time also the wheels were polished aluminum and we ended up going with the black. Let me show you all around. So we did that. The interior is also done to the truck, which all this is gonna get.
Oh my God!
I smoked the door on the pole. But yeah, all the interior is completely redone. It's just been sitting here. My door panels are redone too. From here on out, we're ready for paint, right? So I'll just feel more comfortable painting here. The first time I painted it at my buddy's shop. Shout out to Lewis for letting me use that. That was awesome, man. I appreciate it. This go around, the truck has a lift on it, and it won't fit in that garage, that small paint booth. So yeah, we're just gonna paint here at the house. So I ended up getting myself a 60-gallon. You see the bumpers are down here as well. Everything's sanded, ready to go. All right, so as I'm cleaning off the bumpers right here to sand it down, I realized that we have a little blemish there. The other day I went bike riding and I hit it with a pedal. Noticed a little blemish down there. And then I have another little blemish right there. So we're gonna paint these bumpers here, but before that we have to fix those chips, because if not, you're gonna be able to see it in the paint. So what we're using here, which is just a putty and our hardener. So, and I didn't feel like pulling out the rest of the stuff, so we're just gonna put it on cardboard and just patch those little areas out. I'll probably just use my finger too. Gotta patch that little area around there so it won't crack and start chipping over time. So we ain't using a lot, very minimal. to the people who don't know how to use this stuff, look it up. There's tons of videos. I should have shaken this up, squeezed it out, mixed it a little bit better, but oh well. So there's tons of videos on YouTube on how to use this putty. I'm not going to go into details about it. Somebody will probably explain it better than I can. But just mix it really well. And like I said, I'm most likely just going to use my finger because I don't want to spread this out throughout the whole entire panel. Just in that area there. See, just like that. We're going to move along to these other areas that I need. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, man, you should be using gloves. You know what I mean? Oh, well. Got time for all that. This stuff will dry pretty fast. Also, depending on how much hardener you put on there. You see it starts changing colors. So we're going to let these dry, sand it down. Hopefully this wind stops so I can spray. So we'll see what happens. Be right back. I couldn't find my big block, but I did find this little guy. So we're gonna be using this little dude and just smoothing this area out right here. I think I'm gonna go with like a 300. Should I use like a 120? No, I think it's gonna be too much. I could use like a 220. I'm gonna use one of these discs. See if the 220 will bring it down how I need it, or if I need to bring something else. See, we're gonna scuff the outside surfaces a little bit. I just wanted to use a smaller block so I wouldn't do too much of it. But mainly the goal is here. You see how it's going down? See a little dot right there? Still a little high spot. We're gonna do it until we blend it in well. Just kind of go into an X pattern. Minimum pressure, you don't want to do too much. Alright, so we knocked that one down. What we're gonna do from here, we're gonna work our way into higher grits. So we're gonna 220. $320. We're gonna keep smoothing out all these big sand marks. Make sure you smoothen that out. Alright, like I said, from here on out, smoothing it out. We're gonna switch over to our soft block. We'll keep this one up here because we're gonna need it. We're gonna go over to our soft block here and just start smoothing some things out. This is a 400 grit that we're moving with now. Getting rid of all those big scratch marks. We don't want those in there because you will see them through that clear coat. So cross hatching X pattern. It's gonna be one of the best ones to get all this marks out of there. You see how you have like all these little, kind of like an orange peel? You see all those little dots right there? That just means that it's not leveled flat. So what we'll do is we'll just give it a few passes right here. Should be starting to get all that out of there. And really for the bumpers, I really don't really care too much. You mainly want to see it on flat parts. But yeah, everything about painting a vehicle is all about patience. Take your time with it if you want to see good results. You don't want to waste all this time. So, there, this thing is smooth. It ain't going nowhere. So, yeah, that thing is good. Now we're gonna repeat the same thing for these other ones. It's very windy out here. Possibilities of me spraying today is probably gonna be low. But I did want to show y'all that we sprayed the Tahoe. So we did our first coat of primer. I'll show y'all right now. Alright, so that's the first layer of primer on the truck, and honestly I love the black on black. Thing looks sick. Originally wanted to do the truck all black. Of course, you know, the hood is not painted because I'm going to change it into possibly an HD hood or something else. So, or maybe just keep the same one, but I'll just sand it down and fix that. How the hell did that get scratched up already? Yeah, so primer is on. She's looking good. We're still gonna sand down this primer. I did have a little bit of like texture to it, nothing crazy. It's just a little bit more texture than what I wanted on there. So we're just gonna wait for that to fully cure in about 2 weeks or so, and then we're gonna go on to doing my base coat. Like I said, I'm working on the bumpers right now. I had those little blemishes on there that I'm gonna fix up, and then if the weather allows today, we're gonna spray. But honestly, I think it's too windy. I don't think so. But that's just the update on the Tahoe right now, and I'll keep you guys posted on when we do base coat on these bumpers, when we do base coat on the truck, and everything else. So yeah, I haven't made a video in a long time, like I said, and we're gonna be coming back. So we're doing the whole truck over again. So, and it's fun, honestly. I love it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all soon once this weather gets better.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long?